Hey guys, have you wondered how can I find products faster on Amazon? How can I do stuff on steroids? How can I do stuff in a way that I can beat my competition? On this video, let's look at the new Helium tool and how to find product ideas on Amazon. And if you like this content, subscribe, thumbs up, and if you have a friend who might like it, send it to them. And what is most important, guys, watch until the end. The big picture of product research and market research. I don't want to go. I mean, there's obviously like different ways how to skin the cat, but this is how it's like basically like how we're gonna do that, how we are doing. So first of all, like it's good to know if you have any expertise. And especially good if your expertise is connected to your passion, because sometimes your expertise may give you a really cool competitive advantage. I had one student back like 4 years ago, 3 years ago. He was not able to find product idea, even he was doing crazy research for 1 month. And the next thing you know, he was actually like a professional on server racks. I don't know, like this, you put server units, this type of like racks. I don't know how to explain that better. And he saw there's no demand for them, but he started to sell them, still. And since he knew everything about that stuff, he was making like 90K in 3 or 4 months later. And it's just amazing, right? So, because he knew everything about that stuff, it was his passion as well. And so he put his knowledge into this product. And so next thing you want to do is we want to find the market. And market is a keyword phrase, basically. Market is like a keyword where you could sell something, right? And then if you find that market, of course, obviously, we want to know what's the competitors, how many supply we have, what's the price range, and if the product's market is saturated or not. If that's okay, then we do not want to, then we can start producing, or then we can start figuring out what product we want to sell. And so that's why we want to do the decision about the market first and then build a competitive product on the market. And then we get suppliers from the quotes from suppliers, and then we should decide proceed or not proceed. And I mean, let's go away from this data and let me show you I mean, I don't know, have you used that? But basically in Seven Figure Brands website, I updated the whole product research. It's the second module, second lesson. And this is how we basically do that. If we want to invest more than, like if we are serious about some product, we really want to do that. So the first is like market analysis, right? And that's basically where we're going to do, we find out the main keyword first. This is just the IQ score, this from Cerebro, competing products, what supply there is. In my opinion, super important. Like these first ones here, I could say it's the most important things, because idea here is that if you go against 200 people, or you go against 2,000 people, or you go against 20,000 people, it's a big, big difference. If you go against 40 people, you will be like there with snap on the first page, oops, on first page. Super mega difference. Market price, again, same thing. Like if you start selling something that is already, market price is really stiff, it's really narrow, then come on, what do you expect? You can raise the price to the premium, but there's no premium. There's no premium, right? So for example, like leather jacket can be sold for like $40, it can be sold for $200. And for people, they know that. For them, it's normal, it's logical, right? So why? But for example, fidget spinner, right? It's for $1 to $5. That's it. Like maybe someone will buy for $7, $8, $10, right? But nobody will buy a fidget spinner for $100, right? $200. No, it's not normal, right? It's human brains don't like they for them it's not logical, right? So the price range could be wide as possible, okay? And of course, search amount, like is there any demand or not? I encountered I've been doing several times two mistakes. One is, well, I will see competing products is low, and I go, yes, that's really cool. And I see demand is also low. I'm saying like, okay, fine. I don't care about demand. Let's do that. And next thing you know, I'm not selling anything, almost nothing. And you know, it is a little bit like a danger sign to go to this really quiet area. But then again, like it is, for luckily we have nowadays tools that can easily see the whole thing. All right, so let's go back. So second part of that, okay, then we analyze, of course, competition and stuff like that. And then if the keyword looks good, and you ask me, how does it look good? Well, you can add some well-selling product here on the first column here, because some well-selling product, you go and add the well-selling product, well-selling keyword, or like high demand keyword, or like, you know that this product goes like crazy on that keyword. Add the information here. You will see how like amazing, like crazy demand, like crazy competition opportunity looks like. Then add your opportunity next to it, and you can see immediately the results, the difference. That's it, super easy. Second part is this one. Obviously, we need to find first the keyword we want to sell on, because Amazon is a search engine, right? Second is like product development and competitive advantage. That's where we're going to find out, okay, so what's the best-selling product on Amazon? Or where is the new best-selling version of the best-selling product on Amazon? Even better idea. The blueprint, we're going to do market research. How can we make it better? Like, how can we make this little product better that's already selling well, or the new version already that's coming in? How can we make that better, right? So what should be on the main image? Just, you need to imagine how you can be different on the main image and what other fixes you can do. And then we can create instructions for supplier, like basically PDF, based on what they can quote you, right? And again, this can be done, everything here can be done in one day, okay? Calculating cost investment, profitability. Now, this is when you send these instructions to supplier and ask, okay, how much does it cost? How much minimum order quantity? What's the lead time? Shipping by air, shipping by sea, other costs. And then you calculate your total investment amount, and then you know, boom. If you fill this table for at least 5 to 10 units, 5 to 10 ideas, you'll see a huge difference. And for me, honestly, the profit margin and net profit margin and investment cost plays a huge role, right? Because like eventually, like who is winning on Amazon? The one wins who can like launch quality products as quickly as possible with as minimum cost as possible. Okay, let me give you an example. What would you rather do? Would you rather go analyze one keyword like crazy, like even more like accurately that we had just right now, and then release this product for $5,000, or you do slight analysis? By slight analysis, what I mean is that I would just look at how much demand, how many opponents I have, like how many people I'm against with, is the price range okay, and can I provide product for the price? And would you rather release one product for 5,000 with huge analysis, or 10 products for 5,000 with less analysis? But the quality must be there. The quality is number one. With low quality, you cannot. There's no point. Either one of them, both of them will die if the quality is low. So I would go with second version. I would rather release like 10 products for 500 each. As long as I know it's a good quality and I stick to the price range and I can make profits, then go the huge analysis and do one product. Like from the 10 products, I'm pretty sure one or two you will see instantly start going on compared to other maybe 8, right? And so that's why like success on Amazon is not really about this analysis paralysis, but rather being able to find quality products and being able to research quickly. Can I stick in a price range? Can I make profits? How many opponents I have? And find the markets. Find these markets first where we have that opportunity. And so let me go into finding the markets. Let me go show you something cool that I actually, it's pretty new. I don't know, do you know that? Let me just close this window. And let's go back. And yeah, there you go. So nowadays in Amazon, this is cool. I don't know, do you have that? But you know, can you see my screen? This Helium extension, right? So you can have that Helium extension, and when you type in something in Amazon, then this is what you see. Now, this is cool when you want to do like product research and you don't really know what the heck you're looking for, what do you want, maybe you're just browsing around, and this is somehow like throws you ideas on in front of you. And what I like about that is three things. It actually, first, it gives you, like you type in like ring. Ring is a small product, right? So type in the ring, right? So I mean, come on, we want to release small products that can also have a high price range, right? It can cost from $10 to $200, right? Okay, so so what I get, ring doorbell, completely different. But then again, look at it, ring doorbell, 500,000 searches, okay? If I type that, if I click this button here, what else it gives me? It gives me like the search volume, basically demand for all time, okay? I can also use 1 year demand as well. Now I can see per year, it actually has 2 seasons for some reason, right? Based on that, right? I mean, that also is giving you, like, you don't want to, if you don't want to sell seasonal products, like with this little, you know, with this little hack here, you can just quickly avoid selling seasonal products, right? You put 1 year in, you see, boom, we have a season here, somewhere here, right? So, all right, that's one thing. Second thing, of course, demand, numbers demand. Obviously, you know, the reason why, you know, I never been fan of these tools and this, because I'm come from the old times where we only had BSR and stuff that was displayed on Amazon webs, or like this Amazon pages. And for example, that's why in here I have this demand is, for me, rather is a search amount is one line, but the real demand for me, what I validate, is really based on BSR, because BSR cannot lie to you. And basically you just search, you see how many products you have find below BSR 5,000, below 10,000. This is a good way how to validate demand with, and being able to be sure that, you know, this is makes sense. But then again, still, you can compare apples to apples based on these numbers here. Like, okay, this is the second thing I like. First thing is seasoning. Second thing, the demand. Third thing I like about this is when I move my mouse here, you can see competing products, 211 down there. Can you see that? 211. It's amazing, right? This is supply. This is supply figure, right? So, I mean, like I want to start selling something that has demand, that number, that has also competing products is low, 200, right? And so 87 rings of power, right? sounds shady, huh? Okay, maybe it's, yeah, I don't know. So anyway, so if you can check it out here, like rings for women, of course, too broad. Again, you know, over 70,000. Obviously, you don't want to go there. But let's say this 87 here, rings of power, I can just click it, and next thing you know, it takes me to the page, right? Before we go there, actually, this fourth thing I like here is that it gives you some different ideas, completely different ideas. It throws here some ideas, and maybe you can find something from here. Who knows? And the last thing, of course, it gives you some completely like different ideas based on the keyword you put in. And you might also find really good stuff from here. It really depends on the keyword you put in. But then again, like I said, before I even start analyzing anything, and I don't want to put, okay, I'm lazy. I don't want to go in, start adding things on a spreadsheet every time I have an idea, right? So how do you avoid that? Like, okay, so what do I do when I'm just browsing on Amazon? Okay, good. This is a good question to ask. How can you, like, before you, I mean, putting stuff here takes time, right? It takes time. So before I even start putting anything here, I run through some criterias without putting stuff here, okay? And so what are these criterias? For example, let's go this ring of power, for example. 174,000 demand, that's good. Competing products 87, that's good, but let's see how true that is. And it also, okay, 88 right here, see 88 results, right? That's good too. So for demand it passes, for supply it passes. Next thing, price range. What's the product actually? And now I can see the product. I mean, this is something like a movie or game or whatever. Obviously this is not the product I can sell, right? So it's done, I'm done with this, right? There's no point going here, right? But basically, let's put bat. Let's see bat, okay? In bat, bathroom rugs, again, too many competing products, too many competing products, too many competing products, too many competing products, too many competing products. Demand is okay, competing products too much, right? Now let's go a little bit deeper. Let me find competing products. It doesn't show, for some keywords, it really doesn't show you the, okay, let's go somehow deeper, right? Let's say bath bombs. Maybe you can find a deeper word from that. So you see now we can go one level down. We have less competition here, less supply. Still kind of like goes to, let me see, maybe different bath bomb keyword here. Make, bulk, 3-pack, girls, boys, kit. Let me see something that has not so many keywords. Okay, this one, for example. Bath bombs with kids surprise, 400 results. I mean, if you complete newbie on Amazon, obviously, I don't recommend anything going after 100 or 200 here on this supply area here. But then again, let's look at the other stuff. So demand was one thing, competing product second thing, third thing, price range, right? So what's the price range you want to sell? I don't want to sell anything below 25 bucks. And if I see something on this page below 25 bucks, I'm already kind of out. And I remember 2014, it was like $10, you know, $15, it's already fine. now it's like 25 and up, right? Because the ads and click costs are so expensive nowadays. So if you don't have profit margin, then it's super difficult to compete, and you cannot actually win the price war with Chinese. It's super difficult. Let's switch. So price range here, it doesn't say. I mean, pretty stiff in my opinion, but between something like $10 and, you know, $25, $30. Some of them 39, but then again, still, yeah, something between you know, 15, 10 to $30. You can see anything here more than 30. Okay, this is the first thing. Again, it failed my price range, right? What next? So demand was one thing, supply was second thing, price range was third thing. Fourth thing, how saturated the product is, okay? I mean, this is doable product. There's nothing wrong with the product. It's doable, right? It's just, you know, just bath bombs, right? Different shapes, right? So saturation, crazy. I don't want to go there. It's just crazy, you know, it's so saturated. What I mean by saturated is like how, imagine like how difficult it is to distinguish yourself from here. People are doing some crazy stuff already, adding some stuff like kids, like some sort of like toys for kids to the bombs. It's super saturated. Let me show you another extremely saturated category, beard kit for men. Now you understand what saturation means. This is highly saturated, like a keyword, right? It means that it's almost impossible to even understand like what is on this package already. I remember 2015, I actually was considering this product here on the screen, because back then it was literally just like this one cream and one like comb, and that's it. And now look at here. People doing crazy stuff here. So it's so saturated, right? It's, you know, and the price is also low, right? And imagine how difficult it is for you to really shine out here. It's completely difficult, right? So yeah, I mean, there's no point that, right? So then you start digging again. You go and and put here like, I don't know, wedding, right? Wedding is pretty emotional purchase. And then you can go here again, go again. Like these are all good search amounts in my opinion. Just go, if there's something below like 500 competing products, don't see anything. And so now you ask me like, okay, should I really go and type in these keywords and go one by one and go maybe deeper, maybe wedding signs. Okay, let's see, wedding signs. Can I go deeper on wedding signs? 70,000 results, obviously not good for us, right? So let me see wedding sign. Loading, please load now. Okay, something is coming. Cool. Now we can see different type of wedding sign, long-term ideas here. Again, like we don't see supply low enough, right? But we can see different type of keywords, and we can go deeper and deeper and deeper based on what we are seeing on the screen, right? And so that's okay. Let's finish this one. So basically, this is. Does anyone have any questions, by the way, on this type of browsing? Anyone? Competing products. Yeah.
Well, so Victor, my question is, let's say there is good search volume, but we see there is only one competitor doing more than 300 sales a month. In that case, should we consider launching a product in such markets? Or let's assume there is no one who is selling something similar.
So that's a good question. Yeah. This might be patented. You need to check the patent. Patent for maybe you can find like a certain patent, because if you can find only one seller on this particular product, and it's kind of like a red flag. I have released products that I saw only one seller, and in one case it was a red flag. We had to remove the inventory. In another case, when I released my product, there was already 10 guys next to me, right? And some of them already had a better product than me. So like spending too much time with Chinese suppliers and like developing products too long can also cause that when you release finally the product, someone already made better one, right? Someone already made better one, right? And so that's why, remember I told you that first thing is we need to find the keyword, right? So when we found that keyword, then second phase is to develop the product. And let me go to that. But let's finish this keyword stuff. So I'm pretty sure people, things like black box, right? Keywords, niche keywords. But let me just show you quickly. It doesn't take long. So this is another way how to find markets, the keywords, right? Because I'm still in this area here. Like I need to find keywords that seems that it doesn't have great amount of supply, demand is okay, and market price is okay as well. So these three are basically the first criteria that you need to go through, and also of course saturation, how saturated the thing is, right? Cool. If those four things are okay for you, then you add the keyword here, right? Now the way you can also find keywords is that you can go to tools and black box, and you can type in, for example, bath on this keyword search, and you can put like, I want to find the keyword phrases that has only 99 competing products. And now it finds you every single keyword that has bath inside, that has less than 99 people competing. And then I already searched that, so you can see here, it found me like a imperial bath towels, making 1 million, this keyword phrase. I don't know what the hell is this. Maybe imperial is probably a brand. Presto, probably a brand. Bath and Beyond, probably a brand, right? But then again, you can still see that you can find keywords, like keyword phrases, even like that. You don't need to give up. by just if the browsing on Amazon doesn't come up with any solutions, then this is another way how to find keyword phrases that might be golden nuggets for you, right? And by the way, this is already quite a lot, you know. Okay, so this is another way, right? But this is the downside of this one is that you have a lot of brand keywords here, okay? But then again, you can still go one by one. It doesn't take you more than like, I don't know, 10 minutes to go through the whole list to find a good market for yourself, good product, maybe, because you can just, if there's more than 200 results with keywords that have less than 200, like 100 competitors, then this is gold mine, you know. All right. You can even add here. Okay, let's not add here. So you can even add. By the way, you can even add here like here. You can even add like how much like is there like a review count, average amount of reviews. If you want to average amount of reviews, like let's say 100. Okay, I want to see the keyword that has, most likely it doesn't find it. Let's see. It holds 100 people are there, and nobody has, like, its average is 100 reviews in total. And again, just for curiosity, let's see what's going to happen. It still has 38 phrases. So this phrase has, you know, less than 100 people, 86 competing products, and has, you know, average less than 100 reviews. So I think it's a pretty cool way to find keyword phrases. It's not a big problem. Charisma. All right, so next thing we can do here is it's a niche. We can also put wedding here, like wedding, and then type in here, I want monthly revenue 10,000 minimum, and I want the maximum reviews. And here you will find products. Here you will find product ideas. And remember, I told you that that one way is also to look for the products that are making a lot already money, but they don't have much reviews. So how come they suddenly make a lot of money? I don't know, but let's find out what the keywords are, right? So again, like you play around with the keywords here on the niche, and you see this. You see there are products here like that you're making 32,000 with no reviews, right? With 3 reviews, this guy's making 20K, and still, you know, again, this is a monthly revenue. This number is probably not 100% correct, but then again, you can check out the whole thing, the product from here, right? This is not a product. If you research your things through the products, the next question is what's the keyword of the product, right? Because product is product, keyword is keyword. It's 2 different things. Third one is when you go to tools and black box, and this is the first page, and here you can type in, that's actually even easier. You can type in what category you want, and then you can put, okay, I want 10 reviews. I want 10 reviews, and again, bestseller rank maybe 10,000. Or you can even put like a listing age. I want to see new, let's say, new listings that make already like a make already 10,000. BSR is already less than 10,000. Or you can even put sales here. I want to see 10,000 products making $10,000 with just maybe 10 reviews or less. Means that they are new products, right? And then apply the filters, and boom, you find more than 200 items here. And again, this brings you, depends on the category, it brings you a lot of results. And now you see the product that's making good money. They don't have lots of reviews. And your next question is, what's the keyword? And the keyword may still, suck, the keyword may still fail. So that's why I always recommend to kind of start with the keyword first, because your sales are dependent on, like, you want to still do organic sales. And if you have like 10,000 people against you, then yeah, not so easy. So I hope this was helpful. This is what you can do with, just Helium 10. I'm not even speaking on Cerebro yet. Cerebro is one way to do as well. If you find a good product and find out what keyword they have, which keywords to produce, but you most likely know that already. So let's go next. one here. So how can it be different? So next thing you basically need to ask, when you found yourself a good keyword, right? When you found yourself market, like basically it says like, okay, that's a good market. Okay, I can do that. I can beat these people there, right? I'm pretty sure I can beat these people. I see how much reviews. It's not taste driven, you know, it's not saturated. I can add value with my main image, stuff like that. If you're gonna, you know, you're confident now, right? Now your next question is like, okay, so how can I be better, right? How can I be better? And what product should I sell on that keyword, right? 2 questions, really good questions. So what do? You go to Amazon, let's say, take this wooden spoons, 7,000 results. It's not so good idea. Let's because there's so taste-driven product. Decorative. Let's see this one. What's going on? Oh, 100,000 views. No, well, anyway. So usually what I do when I go to the keyword is I want to find out what's the good selling product, and disregard the keyword, disregard what you see on the screen in terms of products. I want to show you what I'm doing usually. So my question now is, when I want to release product on certain keyword phrase, stainless steel has a lot of keywords. Let's see. Stainless steel wipes. 178 products, right? Might be a good idea. I don't know. Depends on demand. Doesn't show demand on here, then you need to find out demand from Cerebro. And by the way, if you don't see demand as a search result, the best way to see demand is what? As I told you, it's BSR, right? You could see, can I see BSR here somewhere without even clicking? Yeah, I can see here. 13,000, 27,000, 33,000, 14,000. As long as I see something like 5,000 here already, it's kind of already good. Like 1,300, this is good. 37,000, 33,000, 14,000. I would say it's still doable. 13,000, 178 opponents, not bad. Let's see price range. Price range sucks. Well, price range sucks, right? I don't want to sell because price sucks. Okay, but let's forget about the price for a second. It's not saturated. It's not really saturated anything here, right? That's good. Let's say the price is good, okay? I'm gonna do now what? I wanna do X-ray now. And the reason I wanna do X-ray is because I wanna find out what's the best selling product on this whole list here. And not only that, the second thing I wanna find out, is there like a new babies which are doing really good, and they don't have much reviews, okay? And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna load more results into this whole game here. I'm gonna try to hit 120 results into this whole thing because that's the max. Maybe AMZScout gives you more. And now what I want to do is that I want to disregard everything that's not the product. Sometimes you can see here on like stuff that's not the product, some complete something different. Remove it, like literally just remove it, because you want to see everything that's only that product, okay? And sometimes it takes a little bit of time to remove, but remove everything that's not relevant. Next thing you want to do, you want to go and maybe put based on BSR or put based on revenue. Up to you. It's almost the same, depends on the category they are, right? And what I want to do now is basically I want to know what product sells the most. And this one is, again, you see, it's not the product, right? So removing it instantly. It's this one, baby wipes, not the product. I'm removing it, right? I'm going at least until we get exactly the keyword that we're looking for, right? And so stainless steel, look at this one. So this one is bestseller, and now it's like making pretty good money, right? And again, don't pay attention to the price because we are not using this product. That's just an example here. Now, what I'm looking here is that obviously 2 things. Is this first page, do we have products which has almost no reviews here, little reviews, right? And if we don't find any products, well, there's one guy with 9 reviews, and I don't know how much money they make, and this is probably something completely different. Yep, it doesn't count. And so I'm looking for products that, if I can find products that almost no reviews, or like let's say 10 reviews, and still on this page, then I can see that this keyword is pretty good, because if someone young listing is on this page, then obviously I can be on this page as well. That's the first thing I'm looking at. Second thing I'm looking at is, again, I'm starting from top down, because I arranged everything by sales, right? And I'm going down and see again, review count, review count, review count. Do I see something new? Do you need something new? Do you need something new? Something that's on 10, 15 reviews, 10, 15 reviews, maybe 26, right? What's that? Again, this is wrong product. That has to be, that's what I'm saying. Like, I start to eliminating products first, right? But let's say you can find sometimes here some things that are already here hanging around on the second page or end of the first page, and it's a new listing that they sent 10 reviews. And really often you can see, because people are doing the same thing already, they're trying to add more value and bring products that will crash on Amazon to the market. And so that's what we can do here. We can find maybe these new versions. Maybe we can find another Amazon seller product, which is already a new version of something that already been redeveloped, and we can find these golden nuggets and consider them. Okay, this is the first thing I'm always looking at. Second thing I'm always looking at, what's the main good seller, and then analyze this as well. And basically, when I found these ideas, like a new version of something, like climbing new star, or then old good selling product, then I'm going to add them here. And now I'm going to start analyzing them and doing the blueprint, thinking about the X factor and stuff like that. Now, if you guys like this video, thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you want to get more content like this. And of course, if you need any help on this, just reach me out from the links below the video. Thanks guys. Ciao.